Welcome to BSc Statistics students. So in this class, I explain one of the theorem of consistency. You see here the statement of the theorem. If expectation of Tn tends to theta and variance of Tn tends to 0 as n tends to infinity, then Tn is a consistent estimator of theta. We have to prove that under the conditions expectation of Tn tends to theta and variance of Tn tends to 0 as n tends to infinity, then we have to prove that Tn is a consistent estimator of theta. So for which I am considering the definition of consistency for epsilon greater than 0 and eta greater than 0 and for n greater than or equal to m, such that probability of modulus of Tn minus theta is less than or equal to epsilon is greater than 1 minus eta for all n greater than or equal to m. This is what one of the important definition of consistency, that is consistent estimator. Tn is consistent estimator of theta if probability of modulus of Tn minus theta less than or equal to epsilon greater than 1 minus eta for all n greater than or equal to m, or whatever you consider, such that this is going to be considered. So I am recollecting the Chebyshev's inequality. If you recollect Chebyshev's inequality, the Chebyshev inequality, what it states, for example, a random variable x with mean mu and variance sigma square, then for k greater than 0 positive constant greater than 0, then we have probability of modulus of x minus mu, the variable x and its mean mu. It is less than or equal to k sigma, it is greater than 1 minus 1 by k square. This is what Chebyshev's inequality. For example, you consider x is a random variable with mean mu and variance sigma, then probability of modulus of x minus mu is less than or equal to k sigma greater than 1 minus 1 by k square. This is what Chebyshev inequality. You apply it for x. You consider x is equal to some Tn, and you apply for x is equal to Tn, then mu is equal to expectation of Tn, and sigma square is equal to variance of Tn. This is what the usual consideration of the mean and variance of any particular variable. And let us consider k sigma is equal to some delta. Then apply Chebyshev inequality for Tn, x is equal to Tn. Then probability of modulus of Tn minus expectation of Tn, that is mu, it is less than or equal to k sigma. I have considered delta, which is greater than 1 minus 1 divided by, for example, k sigma. If k sigma is equal to delta, then sigma is equal to delta, then k is equal to, you have to calculate k, then k is equal to delta by sigma. Okay, then 1 divided by k is delta sigma, that is k square is delta square sigma square divided by sigma square. So which means probability of sigma square, which means that is probability of modulus of Tn minus expectation of Tn less than or equal to delta, it is greater than 1 minus sigma square by delta square, that is 1 minus variance of Tn divided by delta square. Sigma square is variance of Tn. Therefore, probability of modulus of Tn minus expectation of Tn is less than or equal to delta, which is greater than 1 minus variance of Tn divided by delta square. Let you consider one another equation. So if you consider this is in general the definition of the definition. If you consider equation number 1, If you consider this is equation number 2, I'm considering like that, and so that we will see the remaining values. And for this, if you remember this, and then if you consider modulus of Tn minus theta, I'm considering modulus of Tn minus theta, for which I'm adding and subtracting expectation of Tn. That is what I'm adding and subtracting expectation of Tn. So minus expectation of Tn plus expectation of Tn minus theta. So obviously, if you consider this is A and this is B, modulus of A plus B can be written as less than or equal to modulus of A plus modulus of B. That is Tn minus expectation of Tn modulus plus modulus of expectation of Tn minus theta. Okay, this is what I have considered. What is this? Tn minus expectation of Tn, it is less than or equal to delta. You observe this equation, equation 2. From 2, it is less than or equal to delta. Therefore, this is less than or equal to delta plus modulus of expectation of Tn minus theta. Okay. If you compare these two, then you can easily observe that modulus of Tn minus expectation of Tn less than or equal to delta, which is contained in modulus of Tn minus theta is less than or equal to delta plus modulus of expectation of Tn minus theta, right? Because this is what the one result, modulus of Tn minus expectation of Tn less than or equal to delta, which is here in this particular equation. If you consider in this result, modulus of Tn minus theta, so I am writing here modulus of Tn minus theta is less than or equal to delta plus modulus of expectation of Tn minus theta. If you compare these two, let us consider this is 2a. 2 and 2a equations, if you compare these two, the equation in the equation 2 we have this result, and this is in this particular 2a. So therefore, what I am writing from the comparison of the equation, compare the equation 2 and 2a, then you will get modulus of Tn minus expectation of Tn is less than or equal to delta, which is contained in modulus of Tn minus theta, it is less than or equal to delta plus modulus of expectation of Tn minus theta. Am I right? This is what you have to understand. You see, this is one certain equation or a result. In equation, you can consider one result, modulus of Tn minus expectation of Tn less than or equal to delta, which is always contained in modulus of Tn minus theta less than or equal to delta plus modulus of expectation of Tn minus theta. So I am considering probabilities. For example, A is contained in B, then probability of A is less than or equal to probability of B. Right, A is a subset of B, or else we can consider that is probability of modulus of Tn minus expectation of Tn is less than or equal to delta. This probability is always less than or equal to probability of modulus of Tn minus theta less than or equal to delta plus modulus of expectation of Tn minus theta. Okay, if you reverse this inequality, that is A is less than or equal to B, then B is greater than or equal to A, that is probability of modulus of Tn minus theta is less than or equal to delta plus modulus of expectation of Tn minus theta, which is always greater than or equal to probability of modulus of Tn minus expectation of Tn, it is less than or equal to delta. This is what I have considered. Now, if you compare this with the equation 2, that is, if you refer probability of modulus of Tn minus expectation of Tn less than or equal to delta, it is always greater than 1 minus variance of Tn by delta square. This is equation 2. So therefore, this is greater than 1 minus variance of Tn divided by delta square. So now you see, this is what exactly it is required. Now if you consider and this is greater than or equal to 1 minus variance of T, and I write one more step, it is equivalent, which therefore if A greater than or equal to B and B greater than or equal to some C, then A can be written as greater than C. That is probability of modulus of Tn minus theta less than or equal to delta plus modulus of expectation of Tn minus theta, it is greater than 1 minus variance of Tn divided by delta square. Let you consider another equation, let it be 3. Okay. So then now it is two results are given in the statement that expectation of Tn tends to theta and variance of Tn tends to 0 as n tends to infinity. If you consider these two, then one by one I am writing in some kind of consideration of the results which are going to be compared with the consistency results, consistency definition. Okay, I'm comparing with the consistency definitions, right? If I consider the expectation of Tn first of all tends to theta as n tends to infinity, and for here I'm considering for every delta 1 I'm introducing another kind of positive integers. I'm considering very small positive integers delta 1 greater than 0, and for n greater than or equal to n1 let it be, and such that what I am considering modulus of the difference between these two, modulus of expectation of Tn minus theta, because of as n tends to infinity it is reaching the theta, the parameter expectation of Tn tends to theta, hence we can the difference we can state it is very small, that is less than or equal to delta 1, very small for all n greater than or equal to n1. That is what I am specifying. This is one particular condition I am considering to the similarities and for the comparison with the consistency definition, right? So this is what the one result I am considering, n greater than or equal to n1. That is expectation of modulus of expectation of Tn minus theta less than or equal to delta 1 for all n greater than or equal to n1. Let you consider equation number 4. The result number 4. Now consider the second result. It was also specified variance of Tn tends to 0 as n tends to infinity. For this then I am considering as n tends to infinity. For this I am considering n greater than or equal to n2. For every n greater than or equal to n2, the variance of Tn divided by, let it be, I am considering delta square. It is resembling with the variance of Tn divided by delta square, which is going to be considered here. So if you it is tending to 0, and if you divide with a small positive quantity delta square, and which is always less than or equal to one small positive quantity, I am considering eta. One small positive quantity I am considering eta for all n greater than or equal to n2. Okay, this is what if you consider, then let you consider this is equation number 5. For example, if you consider this equation number 5, and now all these results, that is the result in the equation 3, 4 and 5, if you substitute if you substitute from the equation 3, all the results, if you substitute in equation 3, that is 4 and 5, if you substitute in equation 3, what you will get? And finally, what you can conclude, that is probability of, that is from 3, that is this probability of modulus of Tn minus theta, it is less than or equal to, this is what delta, you keep it as it is, and you see, you refer equation 4, modulus of expectation of Tn minus theta is less than or equal to delta 1. So less than or equal to, so therefore it is less than or equal to delta plus delta 1. Okay, it close this and it is greater than 1 minus variance of Tn divided by delta square. You see the result 5. Variance of Tn divided by delta square is less than or equal to eta, small positive quantity. So therefore I am considering it is eta. Okay, because of the it is a lesser quantity 1 minus, so therefore we can specify easily greater than. If you subtract 1 minus one positive quantity, it is again greater than. If it is greater than 1, 1 minus eta is also greater than, that is greater than, this result is also greater than 1 minus eta. If the result is greater than 1, then 1 minus eta, if you represent, then the result also greater than 1 minus eta. That is what the kind of consideration. For all n is greater than or equal to the maximum of, I am considering here the constant n1, here the constant n2, that is in this equation. n1 and n2 I am considering, let it be, let us say m, that is for all n greater than or equal to m. Okay, you consider delta plus delta 1 is equal to some epsilon. Delta is also small positive quantity, epsilon is delta 1 is also small positive quantity. I am considering epsilon, this is a small positive quantity tending to 0. Therefore I am considering probability of modulus of Tn minus theta is less than or equal to epsilon. It is greater than or equal to, it is greater than 1 minus eta for all n greater than or equal to m. What is this definition? What is this? It is nothing but the definition of consistent estimator. It is the definition of consistency. That is, whenever probability of modulus of Tn minus theta less than or equal to epsilon greater than 1 minus theta for all n greater than or equal to m, then Tn is a consistent estimator of theta. Therefore, Tn is a consistent estimator of theta whenever expectation of Tn tends to theta and variance of expectation of Tn tends to theta and variance of Tn tends to 0 as n tends to infinity, then Tn is a consistent estimator of theta. You understand, this is one of the very important result and theorem of consistency. Thank you very much.